That's an excellent problem opportunity to
Yes.
hone in on. No,
Yeah.
that's something that's definitely a need that we're seeing out there.
Hmm.
So, folks, if you're not familiar with Arcadia Cognerati, go ahead, check them out, arcadiacognerati.com. You can get a better scope and understanding of the problem that they're tackling out there. Now, I'm not looking verbatim for your mission statement here, but can you give us the mission of Arcadia Cognerati?
Yeah, so our mission is to, it's a number of things, but the best way to describe our mission is to we um, increase your confidence by increasing your competence, right? So you got to build competence, which will give you the confidence to make the right decision at the right time for the right reason. So that's kind of the 30,000-foot view of what we do. So that could be with security procedures, that could be with human resources procedures, that could be new policies that you're trying to implement, right? So what you got to do is we focus on the training aspect to build someone's competence, which means they're going to be more confident, which means they're going to be able to do whatever it is that you're trying to get them to do.
Excellent. That's a great summarization, and I appreciate it. It's
Mm-hmm.
something where we need to be able to carry across our mission statement to a group of people to be able to take action. Now, let's get into the weeds on some of this stuff, though.
Yep.
All right, as far as from intention to desired end state. All right, so when you're going in and you're working with an organization, how does this typically go?
Okay, so first what we do is, we get approached by a number of different folks. So there's kind of an initial assessment. It's like, all right, what are you looking for? All right, and then what do you need versus what do you want, right? What do you actually need versus what you kind of think you need? So in terms of things like, let's say stuff we've done before in the past where it's security related issues and go, all right, well, we have all of these locations spread out across the United States, and we have folks working there, and their security is very important to us, right? A lot of companies are really getting on board now going, hey, this whole security thing is very important. What should we do about it? We want to we want to enable and empower our people. What should we do, right? So a lot of times they'll go out and, all right, do we need to hire people and have them stand here with guns and do this, and what's the process that it works? A lot of them have no understanding of this, and what we try to do is, one, utilize assets you already have, right? A lot of organizations usually have some type of policies and procedures in place to deal with different issues, but there's just a capabilities gap, right? They've got it maybe written down on a piece of paper. They've got a whole bunch of smart folks, but they don't really know how to actually operationalize that plan. And what we come in from a risk mitigation side, right? And we say, look, here are the likely things you're going to face, okay? Now, here's how we can develop a plan to train you how to mitigate those circumstances from ever occurring in the first place, right? So my business partner, our director of training and innovation, is Greg Williams. I don't know if you're familiar with the Combat Hunter program in the Marine Corps, but
I am.
he
Yes.
wrote that program. So he actually
Nice.
wrote, yeah. So he wrote the whole left of bang concept, not the book. That was someone. Well,
That was someone else. I
that
know.
was
Right. But
that
the
was
concept.
there was someone else who sat in the class and thought it was a good idea, so got out of the Marine
Yep.
Corps and wrote a book about it. But hey, good on him. In Greg's words, if someone reads that book and it saves their life, then it's worth it, right? But so taking those concepts that are typically applied before it was, even Combat Hunter of the Marine Corps, it was only in the Tier 1 units, intelligence community stuff, and then they brought it out for Combat Hunter for the Marine Corps, and then with the Army's version was called ASAT, Advanced Situational Awareness Training. But the whole idea is, all right, how do we not walk into an ambush? Well, a business has to think of that too. Hey, what are the likely things that I'm going to encounter in my course of business with my employees that I can mitigate, because that investment up front is far better than paying the cost later, right? Whether that's with firing someone, whether that's making a wrong decision, right? What we always say is you're going to spend the money, right? It's going to be spent. It's like healthcare in the US. Like we're all paying for it, whether you're using it or not, you're paying for it, right? So where do you want to make that? Where do you want to spend that? Do you want to invest up front so that you're likely never going to have to deal with these situations. Like here, like healthcare is a perfect example. Do you want to work out and eat right, or do you want to wait till you're 50 and you haven't done any of that your whole life, and now you got a whole bunch of medical conditions which end up costing more, right? So what we try to do is invest in your people up front so that you can mitigate these different circumstances.